How difficult were these circumstances today, just considering all the guys you're without and the situation Ian was in?
Yeah, look, I think it's kind of where we're at to some degree, a little bit as a league, but it seemed like obviously a lot went on in the last week and a half. I thought our defense battled. We did some positive things in the kicking game, and it's, look, in fairness to Ian, it's impossible to evaluate his play. Hopefully we can get a little healthier, get some guys back, and be ready to go next week. And I think he prepared well. I just think that it's one of the challenges sometimes that can take place even in the later part of preseason games where you want to try to evaluate, especially at the quarterback position, but just keeping them upright tonight was a challenge. And I'm sure there's some plays that, we'll look at, and he'll look at the first interception, was a throw he'll want back, but it's a tough position for him to be in.
How do you think he mentally handles a game like this today, just knowing that the challenges of it?
I think, look, he's competitive and tough, and he's going to be fine. He'll be frustrated like all of us with some plays, but certainly it's not going to define his growth or his career or what he does. It was kind of one of those perfect storms, and it's a tough spot we're all anxious to see him, and yet it was just a tough spot for him to be in, and I think he's smart enough to understand that.
Sean, did you talk much with the league about whether they were going to consider postponing and what the criteria for that might be? Did you hope they would?
No, look, I'm not involved in that. That would be Mickey or Dennis or Mrs. B. Our job is to really focus and prepare, get the players ready to go. That's something that you pretty soon your energy gets wasted. And obviously we didn't do a good enough job tonight. It was frustrating, and I'm sure it was frustrating to watch.
As a play caller, do you remember a game more difficult than this one?
Oh, look, you hopefully you forget those games so you can't recall them. Look, our jobs though are to give our players a chance, both in the game plan, the best chance possible, and we're not making any excuses. There were a number of things offensively that God didn't sit well, I'm sure, with all of us as coaches, but nonetheless, this is a game we're going to want to quickly get behind us. And we have a short week and two important games coming up, both division games that are going to be important relative to the NFC, we think.
How do you feel like the defense played without DeMario and Mal?
I thought they competed. I thought they did a good job. I mean, the first 7 points was the turnover. Halftime the score was low. I thought they did well. They had some short fields. Certainly they played well enough for us to be in this game, which we were for a good majority of it. But I thought they battled.
Has it been harder for you guys at all to learn about your team with just so many guys in and out?
I think we understand our team. We had two players today getting fitted for equipment in the locker room, in the equipment room that had just arrived. I think we have a good idea of what this team's capable of doing. Hopefully we can get some guys back here this week and be ready to go for next week's game.
Hey, Sean, what's the biggest challenge as a coach getting a rookie quarterback ready with only a few days notice?
It's not him getting ready with a few days notice. It's, being able to have some efficiency running the ball when he's in there, being able to protect a little bit longer when he's in there. So he handled the work week and the install, understanding what to do. And look, there's some tempo issues in and out of the huddle, but I think it's just having enough where he can have some success. And I think that was the bigger challenge, I think, for him this week.